Afternoon, guys. Right, before I talk about what I would do in this current situation, if you have, let's say you got into crypto a year ago, where you could have, say, bought Cardano at $2, $2.50, maybe even $3, and you're painstakingly looking at your portfolio at the moment, or you might have bought XRP at 90 cents, a dollar. Yeah, and you're painstakingly, or Axion, or any particular altcoin, even down to Bitcoin. You might have bought Bitcoin at $60,000. Yeah, so there is light at the end of the tunnel, guys, with a lot of the tokens that you may have bought. If you're fairly new to crypto, let's say in the last, say, 2 years, you probably wouldn't have experienced seeing such a downturn in the market. Now, obviously, with current conditions out there, with obviously what's happening around the world, without going into politics, there is uncertainty in all markets out there. The cost of living, the cost of fuel, the cost of oil, the cost of your just general living as it is. So markets normally do take the first, let's say, hit. Yeah, because, for instance, if you've got $500 a week coming in, and before your weekly expenditure was only, say, $200, you might now be spending about 30% more on your household bills, yeah, depending on where you are in the world. So that additional 30% doesn't allow you to do investments, because obviously now you're tight on money. Yeah, so this is where you do get a bit of a downturn, and even the whales, they start taking profit and taking their money out of the markets and basically putting it on hold. Yeah, so I personally think that for the next couple of years, yeah, I mean, we've got the next Bitcoin halving in 2024, and then providing the world sorts itself out, if everyone knows what I mean, this is a really good dollar cost average time to get into most of the altcoins and crypto itself. Yeah, now I remember getting into Ethereum at $75. Yeah, so even now that is, I mean, I don't hold much Ethereum now, by the way, guys. Yeah, but yeah, I remember this at about $75. I remember Bitcoin, me personally, invested at, if I remember rightly, about $3,500, $4,000, something like that. Yeah, when we had the last massive dump. Yeah, Cardano, I remember buying Cardano, dollar cost averaging from about 10-11 cents down to, I think Cardano, let's have a quick look, I think it went down to about 4.5 cents. I'm going to talk about Axion in a minute, because there's some announcements and other bits and pieces, so stay tuned. And if you're not part of the Axion community, I highly suggest joining the Axion community on Telegram and on Discord. Make sure you go on official channels, because there is a lot coming with Axion. And if you go through my previous videos, I'm super bullish on Axion. I've been in crypto around about 6 years now. I've been through a couple of downturns in the markets, and I've learnt my lesson in jumping in and out of projects, jumping into new projects, hoping that I'm going to be a millionaire overnight and stuff like that. And then I've now learned over the last couple of years is to focus on a set amount of projects that you know eventually are going to take off, right? So Cardano, obviously we can see it at 68 cents now, but if we go back to maximum, and as I said, I remember, so January 2021 it's 15 cents, but if we scroll back, and I am right, somewhere here, look, yeah, wow, at 1.3. So on the 12th of April 2020, which is just over 2 years ago, guys, it was as low as 3 cents. Yeah, and then if you'd bought it then and was smart enough, I mean, I think our dollar cost averaged down to about 4.5 cents. And then if you're smart enough, well, I wasn't too smart, because I remember selling it about 80 cents back then, and obviously, look, it rid all the way up to $3.09. Yeah, which was roughly 6 months ago. 8 months ago, here we go, 8 months, yeah? And then obviously we've seen Cardano. Now, Cardano is an infrastructure coin at the end of the day, yeah? Charles Hoskins, as we all know, was one of the founders, part of the Ethereum network, yeah? Cardano will eventually, in my personal opinion, we will be seeing $5, maybe $8 Cardano, Will we see it this year? Probably not. Yeah, but Cardano itself, at this point here, I would be dollar cost averaging in. If I mean, I'll hold a bit of Cardano, not a lot, but yeah, I would be dollar cost. If you wanted to get in Cardano, for instance, I'd dollar cost average a little bit now. So if you got $1,000, I'd just put about $150 in at the moment. So you're in play, just in case the market did have a massive reversal, and then there's 68 cents, you know, went up $1.20, then you've at least doubled your money on it. Obviously, if this goes down, and I've got to say this, not financial advice, you've got to do your own research, guys. But obviously, if Cardano went down to 30 cents, then I would put another $150 in. Yeah, and then if Cardano went down to 10 cents, I'd put another $150 in. So you've got to manage the amount of money you've got. In other words, what I'm saying is you don't put $1,000 in one go now and hope that you're going to get rich from Cardano. And I'm not just talking about Cardano, this goes for every single token out there, including Axion, right? So we'll come back to this, I think, in a minute, because there's a point I want to make. Well, I can actually make it while we're here. So if you look at Cardano at the moment, yeah, and this is where patience pays off, right? So from January 2019, yeah, as we can see, it was like 4 cents for more or less, it didn't move up or down, you know, and then it started to creep back up July 2020. So it took over a year of more or less a flat line, up a few cents, down a few cents. Now let's look at XRP, yeah. Now these are top tokens and coins, yeah. BitBoy really bashes on about XRP. I remember, yeah, and I won't look at it yet, but I remember 2017, I bought XRP at 73 cents back then, and I sold it at about $2.80. Yeah, so let's see if I'm right on that, if my memory serves me right on that. Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, I got in high, because if I'd got in 2016, look, 007. Yeah, so I got in, as I said, around about 73 cents. So yeah, look, there you go. December 14th of December is 86. I can't even put this right here because there's a big pan, but I got in round about at the bottom here, and then I was lucky with this one. We had the bull run. Yeah, there's no way of stretching this out a bit, is there? Yeah, and then we had the bull run, and then I didn't sell at the top. Yeah, but as I said, I think I sold it for $2.70, $2.80, something like that, if I remember rightly. Yeah, and I never bought XRP ever again, you know, and that's my own personal opinion. Now, will XRP come back, you know, to go and pass its all-time high before? Who knows? But look, you could have played the game again in 2019 for 31 cents, so you would have got in a discount less than what I got in 2017, and you could have rode that up to $1.84. Yeah, now, yet again, is XRP a good price at the moment at 52 cents? Bearing in mind, back in 2017, I got in at 73 cents. So it's less now than it was in 2017. So you took them 5 years ago, yeah? And the supply is massive, yeah? There's no two ways about it, yeah? So I don't know too much about XRP. I just went in at the time and thought, yep, I'll get into it. Now, I know it's meant to be the banker's coin and all the rest of it, da-di-da. You know, you've got the big influencers that like this, yeah, and you've got the XRP army, yeah. But I have no idea because I'm not part of the XRP community, yeah. So I won't talk about, say, a token that I have not got a strong understanding of, right? Now, if we go on to Axion, I have a strong understanding of Axion. I've been with these guys, invested with these guys, and I dollar cost averaged again the other day. My bags are full, and it's all free money at this moment in time that I've had to have Axion. I was lucky enough to get in when it was called Hex 2T, and yeah, so I'm still at this moment, believe it or not, even at this price, I'm up on it. So point being is what I want to make with Axiom. They've got, let's do the announcement bit first, right? So first of all, they're constantly coming up with different ideas and different ways to give back to the stakers, to make this project, you know, 15-20 years plus longevity, etc, etc. Now I believe this ends today. Now I can say this now, but I didn't want to say it too much, but I went for option A. Yeah, so anyone that understands Axion, we had a vote, or even if you don't understand Axion, so we had a vote A or vote B, and this was what it was: 65% buybacks, 20% OTC. OTC is like over the counter pool, and 15% foundation, and no dividends, right? Now, but option A burns more Axion than option B, so it becomes faster in terms of being deflationary. Yeah, gives less dividends than option B to compensate the pools of wrapped Bitcoin dividends. Now bear in mind, you know, so the no divs is the wrapped Bitcoin dividends, yeah, but you'll get liquid Axion. Now some might say, well, if you're getting liquid Axion, what's preventing that, you know, dumping it on the market? Yeah, but it's only as a temporary replacement once the OTC goes live, right? And option A builds up the OTC pool, the over-the-counter pool, quicker than option B. Yeah. Now, what the OTC pool does, it does a number of factors, but one of the main reasons is to stop if you accumulate and you've got quite a large amount of Axion, then that can be taken from the OTC pool, which then won't show up, you know, through like. At the moment, if you're sold on Sushi Swap, it comes up as a sell. You know, say you sold 10-20 million now, you'll see a little dump here, you see a little red candle. Yeah. Now, as we're speaking at the moment, as you can see, we've had lots of little buys. Yeah, only small amounts, but over time, the more wallets out there, the smaller amounts. Eventually, you're going to attract the bigger wallet holders. Yeah. You know, more whales and stuff like that. Now at this moment in time, while the price is very cheap, you don't actually want whales coming into this. Yeah, and I'll tell you for why. Because if a whale come into this now, and when I say a whale, someone that's going to chuck $50,000-$60,000 plus at this moment in time, the amount of Axion that they will get for that, just them alone buying that, this price will go probably up into the quadruple free mark just out of that one buy. Yeah. Now, the beauty with Axion, it has been 0002 many a times before, and I'm not going to mess about this, but you can go through the price of Axion. Let's have a look, see if it's on with CoinGecko. It's been 0002 many times before. Now I'm only using 0002 as an example, which from this price now is a 10x. Yeah. Now I've got to say this, as I said, not financial advice, but more or less it's a guarantee that at some point, could be this year, if you're new to investing, you can at least 10 times your money with and that's sort of not without a sweat. Now Axion has been 0007 at one point. Yeah, it's hovered around 0005 before. So you work out your profit margin on that particular one. Yeah. So I'm a bit tired at the moment to even work that one out, but let's go back a little bit and see if this shows us what we want to see. Yeah. So as you can see, it hit on CoinGecko all-time high. I told you, look, 0075, right? An all-time low, which was a year ago. Yeah. And as I said, I'm still up on my money. Look. So it's still up 1,100%. Yeah. So anyway, early investors that got in, you're still sort of 10 times up on your money. Yeah. Now obviously I've accumulated more. I've tried playing the trading bit with Axion, all purely to accumulate more, because I believe that this project could quite easily surpass Hex. Yeah. Now I know I might get a bit of hate here, but certificate of deposit, Axion's got it. Yeah. The launch pads, now more of these will be coming out. Yeah, so they have their own launch pad. Last one was Legion. Yeah, this is behind the scenes stuff at the moment. Yeah, where launch pads are being worked on. The aim is to try and get 1 or 2 decent launchpad projects a month. Yeah, yes, Axion could throw up a launch pad every week, but would the quality be there? Could it scam out on you? Yes. So the idea with, say, the core team is they vet these projects, yeah, to make sure that they do what they say on the tin. All right. So just going back to Discord for a moment. So obviously on Discord you got the announcements, behind the scenes stuff. I was in marketing and planning. I think I can't even remember. I think it was yesterday, 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock UK time yesterday, and I'll show you a quick little bit. So this is in the marketing and planning. So we went into obviously marketing voice. I think we was in yesterday. So obviously, as you can see, Andy is anyone that knows Andy, or if you don't know Andy, Andy is one of the lead moderators on Telegram. Now there is on Telegram a Axion Friday show, 3 o'clock UK time or British Standard Time, and 2 o'clock UTC time most Fridays. Just wait for the tweet for that, or an announcement on a Friday. Because sometimes Andy himself is busy and stuff like that, but most Fridays that's done, and you can win $100 for which is a real fun quiz. I've never won. I got 5 questions right this week, just gone though. But it's a laugh, guys. It lasts about an hour. You can come in there, ask your questions, and come be part of the community. Yeah. So as you can see here, we have. You know, right, guys, meeting in 30 minutes, gender topic, So I was part of this, yeah. So you investors, just where you just go and stake and do what you think, you don't see all behind the scenes stuff like this. And as I said, I won't go through too much of this, but look, the team channels, so that we have a to-do list. And when I'm not part of everything, I'm part of the basically content creator part. And obviously to do with a bit of the marketing, helping out where I can there, because you got to help your own investment, guys, at the end of the day. Yeah. And if I'm really honest, one of the main reasons that I do this with Axion is because I get on so well with all the team. Dead Poet, Pullen, Andy, Adarina. If you ain't seen that video of me in Adarina, you know, it was great fun. There might be a 2.0 coming out on that one, guys, by the way. So I'll ask some more let's say professional questions this time. Yeah, that was just a bit of fun on that. Yeah, so that being said, market wise, so I don't know where I'm going with this video too much. I think mainly is I want to just reassure you new investors out there that, look, projects go up, they go down. You have a dead period with every project out there. Yeah, I mean, you go to the big daddy of them all. Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, let's just do Bitcoin, the biggest of them all. And when you're talking about exchanges, like for instance with Axion, when is a SEX listing, you know, CEX, centralized exchange. My personal thoughts on that is Axion is a staking platform. Yeah, it's meant to be bought through the accelerator, and it's meant to be staked. So you get a percentage a year, minimum 8% on your investment a year. Yeah, a bit like a bank CD. Yeah. So the point being is, if you go to Bitcoin maximum, yeah, look, Bitcoin's at its dead bit, a pump, another dead bit, pump, dead bit, pump. Yeah. Now obviously we can't stretch this out, but this is like from 2021. You go there to there. So even Bitcoin, the big daddy of them all, yeah, has its dumps. Yeah. Yes, you need volume in projects. So being on at least one at centralized exchange does open up the doors. And I do agree that Axion should be looking towards one centralized exchange. Not on, as far as I know, that there is something in the works. Yes, so don't quote me on it. There is something in the works, and it will happen. But main focus should be at the moment, yeah, is don't worry, let us worry about behind the scenes stuff, like me for instance doing my bit of marketing and you know, wherever I can help out with that, doing me YouTube videos and trying to make a bit of awareness from Axion with this, yeah. I'm on the Axion Friday show most weeks as well, and I'll say a little bit. By then normally I've had 1 or 2 beers, but yeah. So my personal opinion, it's not financial advice, these are juicy prices you may never see again. Then again, the Axion might come back down to, you know, like quadruple one. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, DCA, and not just Axion, other projects that are out there. Don't throw all your bags into one thinking that you're going to be rich overnight. These are fantastic times to start DCAing into projects. Okay, you just add a little bit, you know. Imagine if you'd got into let's say if you'd got into XRP, let's say XRP, yeah, imagine if you'd bought XRP, let's just go back 1 year, as I said, you know, you could have got it here, look, 50 cents, let's go max, sorry, as I said, so we're going back to, look, 1.22 cents, yeah, and then through the bull run it went up to $1.80, so look, at 20 odd cents, you would have more or less, what's that, 18x, no, 10x, something like that, isn't it? So the point being is, Axion, I personally think Axion has hit the 0002, yeah, forget like 0005, 0006, where it's hit 3 or 4 times that as well, or 3 times I think, yeah. So yet again, don't quote me on it, I'm just going by memory here, but 1, 2, 3, so 000, and then when it hits is a 2. So from this moment, to give you an idea, $210 at the moment, yeah, will buy you 10 million Axion, right? Now that definitely will go, yeah, to 0002 again, yeah. I'm not even saying 1 cent, 2 cent, that will come, but just looking at it as a solid investment, where would I rather have $200 at the moment? If that's all I could put into something at the moment, would I rather that sitting in a bank account, yeah, or what? In other words, what would hit 0002? 10x first of all. So what would hit first? So that's 10x. That's $2,000. What would hit first? 200. Your $200 in a bank. How long would that take for that to then be $2,000? Yeah. Or even if it took 2 years, you know, it won't. But let's just say it took 2 years from now. Yeah. Then and you've made $1,800 in 2 years from $200. Absolutely madness if you don't look at some of these projects out there. Be really careful of scams out there, guys. Be really careful of you know, the new projects that are coming out. Personally, I would steer clear of most new projects at this moment in time. Exceptions is obviously going to be Pulse Chain, Pulse X, because we all know Richard Hart, yeah. But unless you know the founder and unless you know the devs behind it, they're quite popular, and you know they've done other projects. In other words, if they're no one that you've heard of before or anything, stay clear of them at the moment, yeah. And the reason for that is because if we are in a downturn market, they're not going to get focus on their projects at this moment in time. I'm not saying that their project's going to be crap, but they're not going to get a lot of focus on it, yeah, because everyone is really tightening the belt buckle with their money at the moment. Well, anyway, I hope this was a little bit of a different video today, guys. Yeah, so don't forget, Axiom, things are happening behind the scenes, they really are. We are looking at, I believe, I can't say too much, but meme contests, that's all I can sort of say, and perhaps I'll be picking out some winners on that. I'm going to do another Axion giveaway soon, I suppose, yeah, maybe near the end of the week or beginning of next week, do something like that. And yeah, stay tuned. So there's like some competitions coming up, and other bits and bobs, you know, it should be exciting, yeah, while we're in a bit of a downturn with these projects at the moment, you know, not just Axion, XRP, you know, we're all in the same boat, yeah, all of us that are in crypto, we're all in the same boat. You know, you see your portfolio go down from thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions, you know, and you're like hundreds of thousands down when you look at your portfolio and you're like, you know, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. But I reckon 2 years, yeah. Could be wrong, and I am wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, yeah. But these are times where you've got to, you know, be really careful of scams out there. Don't fall for them. Yeah, put a plan of action in and do a bit of dollar cost averaging. All right, so yeah, follow Axion on obviously the Discord, Telegram this Friday. Don't forget, double check, see if Axion Friday's on, and I might see you there. As always, be lucky in crypto and peace out.